Now, viewers, we're keeping you ahead on back-to-back breaking updates as far as the Kalamasri explosion is concerned. Now, the NIA Kochi team has reached at the spot with the forensic experts, is what we are learning. And the nature of the explosives, in fact, that was used in the blast was also being examined by the forensic experts. And the Kerala police has also confirmed to us, viewers, that the explosions that were used in this attack were of low intensity. So these are some of the updates that we're putting out on your screens of these explosions that had taken place in Kalamasri, where 2,300 people had gathered at a prayer convention meet, and this was the third day when these explosions had taken place. Now, let me also bring in our senior editor Shavan Sen once again for more updates on this. Shavan, you were breaking those details for us as the NIA team is reaching at the explosion site and the forensic team is also reaching there with them. Could you share some more details as to what they have preliminarily found? And the local police has also determined the nature of the explosives that had been used as well.
Well, in fact, this is just a preliminary finding by Kerala police, so we will have to wait for what the forensic experts have to say, and the National Investigation Agency's team finds out with regards to the exact nature of the explosion. As of now, we are being told that these are low-intensity explosives that were essentially used in the attack. So far, the team which is currently at the explosion site are essentially going through, mapping the entire area, and the forensic examination is already underway. Apart from that, in terms of the number of injured that has increased, we are now being told that 36 people have been injured. They've been admitted to the hospital. 10 people are critically injured, and more than 50% burn is being reported at this point in time. Remember, Union Home Minister Amit Shah has already dialed Kerala Chief Minister, who is in the national capital. In fact, it turns out that the National Investigation Agency has already been directed to begin the probe. Officially, it's likely to be taken over from the local police, perhaps in the next 24 to 48 hours after a notification that would be issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs, but that confirmation hasn't come in as yet. Parallelly, the investigation has already begun because they suspect that this could be a terror attack. But having said that, they're waiting for the preliminary examination to be done by the forensic experts that would essentially indicate who possibly would have been behind it. Remember, this church has also been on the radar for various positions that they have taken in the past. And more importantly, what is emerging at this point in time is that this was a highly publicized three-day prayer meeting, which already attracted a large number of people at the convention center. As far as today's prayer is concerned, we've been told that this was the last day of the prayer, and the explosion took place immediately after the prayer meeting actually began, which essentially indicates the fact that it was essentially aimed at inflicting larger damage. Given the fact that this is right in the middle of the convention center, the number of people were much more. If you take a look at the images that are now coming in from the convention center, there is a clear indication of the fact that there is a possibility that this could be a pre-planned attack.
And Shavan, you were also breaking some more details as far as the NIA Kochi team is also concerned, because they have already reached the spot of the explosion and they are also exploring the nature of the explosive that were being used, which is being determined by the experts there on the ground as well. And the Kerala police also telling us how there are low intensity explosives that were being used. That being said, this was the third day of this meeting and there were 2,300 people who were present there. Any leads that the authorities also have of who really was behind it and whether this was a person who was present during the meet at this particular convention as well, Shavan?
Well, at this point in time, there is sketchy information really emerging, Priyanka. There is no clarity on whether at all the person was present there or there was a timer that was largely used to tick off the explosion. That is not very clear. But having said that, simply going by the account of the eyewitnesses, they say that this was moments after the prayer meeting began. In fact, they also heard 3 explosions, one after the other, is what we are picking up. But having said that, remember, whether there was a timer device that was actually used, all of that would become the purview of the forensic expert right now. As far as the Kerala police is concerned, they are saying that these are low-intensity explosives that were used. But as I said, further detailing of the low-intensity explosives is still not known at this point in time. But importantly, remember, in this entire Israel-Hamas war too, the church had taken a position on this entire matter too. This was largely reported in the press in Kerala about the position that they had taken. Whether at all there is any connection to that, again, that would be part of the investigation to be carried out by the National Investigation Agency as well as the local police. So far, all that we can say is that this happened moments after the prayer began, which is roughly around 9:30 this morning, when a large number of people, as you pointed out, almost 2,300 people were present at the convention center when the prayer began.
That's right. Shravan, thank you for joining us and sharing those details with us. And viewers, of course, we are keeping you ahead on what really is going on as far as the investigation into these blasts is also concerned, as we are looking at the NIA team and the forensic team, as Shravan was also pointing out, reaching at the site, and they will be conducting their investigation. For the time being, let's listen into several voices coming in on what's really happening on the ground in Kalamasri.
We don't have any count. It was an accident. We all rushed out. That's all what we know. And we all rushed out, got everybody to safety. That's all we can say is now. Yeah, I don't know as yet. We're going in now. We're going to meet the officers, so we'll know what the situation is.
I was told that there were 2 blasts and there was a fire consecutive blast. Consecutive. First there was a major blast, second one was minor. One lady died, completely burned, 100% burned, and 25 persons are in the hospital. Out of 25, 6 persons are in IC unit.
Now, viewers, we are getting multiple updates as far as these blasts are concerned. 2,300 people present there for 3 days in this prayer convention hall. And on the 3rd day today in the morning, we were getting reports since 9:30 a.m. when the blasts had taken place. Within a span of a few minutes, 3 explosions had taken place in the convention center. And apart from that, we were learning, unfortunately, one person had lost their life and 32 others who had sustained several injuries had been shifted to hospitals, and many of them have sustained 50% burn injuries as well, and several of them have been admitted into ICUs with critical condition, is what we were learning. And of course, we were getting you updates of the investigation into this entire matter as well, where the local police has already reached at the spot, and they have preliminarily determined that there are low intensity explosives that were used in the attack.
About 28 people seriously injured. I think the situation